Hi!
Hello, Hot Vibes, and welcome back to a recap of Revamp The Undead Story, Episode 3.
A fucking roller coaster, if I might say so.
We didn't even know there was a mole, and yet we got a mole reveal already.
I'm a gullible bitch. I'm not even kidding you.
No.
No. Yes, I am, because I'm not even kidding you. Halfway through the fucking episode, I can't remember if I paused or not, but I was like, when Kiara was going off on him, I'm like, he's such a jealous bitch, because we know he's not, because we've seen this whole time, he's been like, he was like, here's the thing, can you do a painting? And he was like, I can do a painting. He showed up with all the painting tools, and then he went into the painting, and he was like, the fuck? So, like, we know he's not. Like, I went on a whole fucking spiel, and the end I was like, I've been fooled. What is happening?
I knew from the first scene when we didn't see the guy who killed Maria, we didn't see their face. I'm like, there's a reason.
No, because we saw, here's the thing, I did not even think that was someone else, because we saw, like, a stab, and then it like, cut to, like, Jet standing up like this, and I was like, oh, it was Jet.
No, because they kept cutting back to Jet and the other guy, and the two other guys, and Elise. They kept cutting back between those scenes, and I was like, we didn't see his face for a reason, and there's only two real options who it could be, and I knew right away, I was like, oh, we are in deep shit here, and I am now sad, and yeah.
I was so dumb, because, like, I literally, for a second, I was like, who's this? I was like, oh, why aren't we seeing, and then it, like, cut to Jet, and I was like, oh, it's Jet. Like, it dropped it immediately. I dropped it immediately. I'm a fucking dumbass.
No,
I hate myself.
No, it was not.
Oh my god, I hate everything. Oh no.
Anyway, how was your week this week?
How was my week this week? Well, I kept pushing back my Patreon recordings. So I was gonna record all of them yesterday, along with all my YouTube videos. So I had like 5-6 hours of recording ahead of me. And I was like, okay, I'll start at 10. I did not start until 5 p.m., 6 p.m.
Okay.
So I was like, my brain was elsewhere, and I was like, oh, like, I gotta do this. And I also fell down a rabbit hole of, like, I don't know, fucking America's Got Talent performances. I watched a compilation, and it was like an hour and a half long, and I just kept watching them. So it was a whole thing, but I ended up, it was so annoying, because I recorded the majority of my Patreon reactions. I was kind of like switching back and forth with a lot of my like YouTube and Patreon stuff while I was filming, so that I could like pick which days to put them out on. Patreon's already set like on which days they're going out on, but YouTube isn't, so that I could change into different hoodies. Spoiler alert, guys, this was all filmed mostly on the same day, but I will look different in some of them because I want to look like I didn't do it on the same day. And I got to, like, I want to say, yeah, I think I stopped filming at 11:30 at night, and I had 4 more things to film, and I was like, I'm so tired, and one of these shows, it was a variety show, right? But the season of the variety show was mimicking In the Soup, and that is the coziest, warmest, like, softest, like, fucking show ever. Like, I've watched 17 In the Soup on my channel. I've watched BTS on the Soup on my own, obviously, but 17 In the Soup I watched on my channel, and I remember every time I recorded it, I was like, I am so tired now, because I've been, like, I feel like I've been cuddled. This is a nice cuddle. Like, watching the show is just a nice cuddle. So, after watching this random variety show that I was watching from NMix, I was like, oh fuck, it's like In the Soup. I was like, this was not the one to finish on. So, like, I was so tired afterwards, I was like, I'm gonna record the other 4 today, which shouldn't take too long. It should be like an hour and a half maybe, but I was like, then I have to, like, literally sit down and edit like crazy. But I finished at 11:30, right? And I went to go wash all the makeup off my face. And while I was washing my face, my mom was already in bed, but she was like, so we leave at 9 tomorrow? I was like, what? What do you mean? And she was like, we leave at 9 tomorrow. I was like, we? What are you talking about? Like, she was like, you work. I was like, I work? So I, like, ran to my calendar. I have to clock in at 9:30 in the morning, and I was like, fuck. I swear to God, I thought this day was like the, like, 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. kind of shift. I was like, no. So, like, I was recording so late because I figured, I was like, yeah, I'll get to sleep in. Nope, not at all. So, I was at work all day, tired as fuck, trying not to be. So that was fun. What else happened? The FNCS Globals, which is a Fortnite thing, are on today. I started to watch them this morning, but I was like, because honestly, I texted you. I was like, I'm having a hard time waking up. I woke myself up at 6 so that I could edit, and I was sitting there like putting stuff onto DaVinci Resolve so I could edit it, and I was like, oh, what's fucking wrong with me? I was so out of it. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go eat my sugar and my protein energy bar, and I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna watch at least the beginning of the live stream for FNCS Globals, and then I'm gonna wake the fuck up and go record what I have to record. So I'm awake now, but also what happened this week, probably the most pivotal thing that happened. I went to McDonald's.
Great story.
Do you know why it's pivotal? It's the Tiny Tan meals are here at McDonald's.
Oh, still?
Yes. Well, what do you mean still? They started on the 3rd. 3 days ago.
No, I thought it was like a year ago.
No, 3 days ago. 3 days ago. There was the BTS meal like 2 years ago, maybe.
Maybe that's what I was thinking of. Okay.
I think so. But they have Tiny Tan toys. And they're mystery boxes, even though on the back of the boxes in tiny, tiny font, you can see who each one is.
That's stupid. They shouldn't do that.
So far, I have been mysterying it though. Every time I open one, I I surprise myself. I think I gotta say, I think my McDonald's only has fucking one because I've gotten the same member 3 times. So, would you like a Jungkook?
Oh yeah, sure.
I have like 2 other ones. So like,
wow.
So I have 2 more Jungkook. I have to sell one of them. I was like, Billy probably wants the other one, so I'll give you a Jungkook.
I'll take it.
I would love a Yoongi. I've seen people go in and just buy the toys. Like, I've seen people, like, say that you can.
Do that? Oh, that's no fun.
I've heard people, yeah, but also I don't want to keep buying fucking meals from McDonald's. I'm trying to be healthy.
Okay, next can go with, like, your cousin and stuff. You all order the same meal, and then if you all come out with the same, you confront the people and be like, this is not
I'm gonna
okay.
be like, hi, excuse me, we each got 7 of these.
Yes. This is
there
not
should be 7 unique ones. Although I've saw like a TikTok and a comment from like a McDonald's manager saying they only got like 3 members, and then another week they're gonna get like 3 more, and then it's gonna be like split up. And I was like, great, fine, but like, why do I have 3 Jungkooks?
Yeah. Interesting.
So I saw someone buy like 20, and they came out with like 7 Namjoons, 7 Yoongis, and like 5 Jimins. Like, it was like just 3 different members. So I'm like, I'm this close to going to McDonald's and just being like, hi, 1 Yoongi, please. So, yeah. Like, that's all I want. I mean, it would be great to have all the members, but like, if I have to pick and choose and save my money, just give me a Yoongi. Okay? I'm begging you. Yeah. And honestly, JK is my wrecker, so I'm fine with just like having my bias in my wrecker. Yeah. I'm begging.
That should be enough.
That's fair enough for me. I am trying to lighten my load, so I'm this close to going to get one, or just ordering it offline. Because right now they're probably cheap, but after McDonald's stops selling them, they're probably gonna go up. So I'll probably wait to sell mine until then, but yeah, I have a JK. I was really excited, so I ordered. My mom was like, "You should order 2," and I was like, "Why did you say that?" I was gonna order 1, and now you've put it in my head. So like, I ordered 2, and I got 2 Jungkooks. So I was like, "This is great." But it was fun pulling them out and being like, "Who is it?" And it comes with a little photo card too of Tiny Tin on the front and with little facts on the back. Super cute. So it's adorable. That's adorable. I don't know what else happened this week. What else happened this week? Duh. I watched the beginning of Revenge Love.
So, yeah, I was there for that.
You were there for that, yes. If you guys weren't there for that, check me out on Twitch, Tuesdays at 4. Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern. We'll be watching episodes 5 through 8 next time. It's fun. I like it so far. It's definitely the beginning of it, and it's definitely early TBL vibes, but I'm having fun. I think it's...
Yeah, I recently watched episodes 15 and 16. Boy, howdy. They were episodes.
What do you mean, boy, how? Oh no, if you've had me watch this and shit happens, I swear to fuck
I don't know what happened. I'm still watching it too. I don't know how it ends. But I was watching episode 15, 16. I was like, what? Though I kind of knew these episodes were going to be like that, because episode, I think, 14 kind of like, well, like, oh wait, something's going to happen here. And then 15 and 16, I was like, and I still feel like there's more to come. Yeah.
Shit. Oh,
so,
no.
brace yourself. You're in for a ride.
Oh, God.
I'm still currently in the ride, so I don't know how the ride is, but, yeah.
No. Well, now, I'm hoping to do a second live stream this week where I watch the first 4 episodes of Love in the Big City. So
fun. That will also wreck you emotionally.
Great, wonderful. Love to see it. I'm looking to be wrecked emotionally.
Well, you picked the right shows.
I should put that on a shirt too. I should put communicate on a shirt, and I'm looking to be wrecked emotionally.
I'm looking to be wrecked emotionally. Yeah, that fits.
I'm gonna make shirts, everyone. Buy them on my Etsy. Anyway. But yeah, that should be fun. I'm hoping to do that maybe on Friday if I can maybe schedule everything. I think I scheduled everything pretty okay. So it might be on Friday. I will say for sure, like, probably Wednesday. I'll probably put it up. I'll be like, if it's for sure, I'll put it on my community post. So keep an eye on that, guys, if you want to watch Love in the Big City with me, because I'm always here for a KBL, especially one that kills me. So that's fun. Other than that, yeah, I think that's all that happened this week. But yeah, cool vibes, cool vibes. How's your week been?
I mean, I worked. That was about it. Yeah.
Fun.
I got nothing. I worked. I do the regular same shit now. We're back to the 11/7 schedule. The kids are back. Nothing really to talk about there.
That's right. So. The kids are back. Oh gosh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So that's what I've been up to. Anyway, Revamp.
They both start with re, so like it's okay.
I was gonna say it is confusing. I will say, Revamp.
That's pretty funny.
The Undead Story, episode 3. Anyway, we start off several months earlier, where this vampire girl, whose name is Maria, we learn later, kills a guy in this bathroom stall.
Shit, like, okay, so I was like, I wonder who's the vampire here, and then I saw his makeup and I went, she's the vampire.
Oh yeah, I could tell. I was like, he looks more stereotypical vampire, which means she's the real vampire.
She's the real vampire. Yeah. And she like fully walks out and go, oh, I hate the taste of human men, and I was like, period, I love you.
I'm like, oh, no, I'm also like, well, why eat them then?
Why eat them then? Honestly, like, if you hate the taste, like, it's okay. See, the thing is, she might hate the taste, but honestly, if she's been feeding for a while, she might just have no choice but to like pick. Like, they're probably easier targets in like clubs and shit like that. Maybe. Like, in clubs for a woman to be the vampire in this situation, it's probably an easier target for them. Like luring a woman into the bathroom.
I don't know. She found another target not too long ago too, but she was also being targeted as well.
No, she fucking didn't. Like, she was found as a target.
But she was also targeting that one too. It was like a mutual target. Which
it was a mutual target, and I was really fucking hoping there was like I was like, please stay, please be enemies to lovers, even though I knew it wasn't gonna happen.
As soon as she was like, oh, I hate the taste of human men, I was like, there's only one other female we know in this show, and I knew exactly where this was going, and I was like, this is not gonna be good.
I hate the taste of human men. Period, bitch. You're my new favorite. And then she was gone. They hooked me on her immediately, and then they took her away from me.
Yeah, I am wondering because. So is she from the same bloodline as Ramil and like related to Ramil?
I think so because he's at the end. Jet's like, we're gonna kill all the vampires, especially that bloodline. So yeah. I think because the names are listed in his book, he's like very intent on this specific bloodline. She is
right.
Part of it.
And I'm wondering, so the no human killing rule is a Ramil rule. It's not a bloodline family rule. Because I thought it was like a.
I have a thought.
Oh, what's your thought?
I have a thought. We saw the book. We saw the family tree in the book. Let me see if we can close up on that.
Was there Maria in there?
There is! I found it!
Anyway, they go out to the alley, they make out, and then they start beating the shit out of each other.
I was like, ladies, let's not fight, let's love, please. I need lesbians here, please. Vampire lesbians, that's my crack.
Yeah, again, as soon as she was like, oh, I hate the taste of human men, I knew exactly where this was going. And I was like, this is not going to end well for her. Because there's only one other female we know. And sure enough.
Because literally, like, she was sitting there at the bar. And like, a woman walked up to her. I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, oh, shit. And then I was like, or, like, maybe we could, like, come up to some sort of arrangement. Enemies to lovers, anyone?
I don't think that's the case.
Not at all, no.
No. So they start fighting. Elise shoots Maria in the head. And she survives.
Yeah, so these bullets don't work fully, is what he's saying. Like, they find out. Or at least the head doesn't. Because we hear Ramil later say...
Yeah, Ramil talks about it later.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if they just haven't figured out this through the heart yet.
Yeah. Well,
Ain't gonna do
someone has. Because they kill Maria.
Yeah.
Anyway, then... Oh, okay. So which twin is the crazy gun twin again, and which one's the man in the chair?
I think it's Castor. Castor's the gun one, and Paul's the man in the chair.
Okay. So Castor starts firing bullets, and Paul comes over, slaps him in the head, and he's like, dude, we do not have unlimited bullets. What are you doing?
What are you doing? Logic. We love to see it.
Which, I actually love that, because it, like, calls out every, like, gun show or whatever, where they're, like, fire so many times, and it's, like, never refill their bullets.
I didn't bring this up in my reaction, but I'm thinking about it now. I want to call him, instead of the man in the chair, like, my whole instinct is to call him the Tin Dog, because there's backstory to this, because in Doctor Who, there is a tin robot dog named K9, like K9. And he basically does all the tech stuff. Like, he's like, oh, let me analyze this, let me do this. He's the guy who does the tech. And in the way later series, there's a character named Mickey Smith, who's Rose's ex-boyfriend, and he meets K9 for the first time, and they're kind of like sitting in the car waiting for the others, and Sarah Jane's there too, and she's like, so who are you in this operation? He's like, me? I'm the man in the van, I'm the technical support. And then he goes, oh my god, I'm the Tin Dog. So it's just like, my whole being wants to call him the Tin Dog, because that's who he is. He's the one who's doing all the tech. He's doing all the... But, like, I love that. Because,
Right.
like, that would be me in this situation. I would not be the crazy gun person. I would be the tech support.
Yeah. I do think it would be fun to be the crazy... What do you say? Like, gun dog?
Gun dog.
Tech dog? Is that what you said?
No, the Tin Dog.
Tin Dog.
He's the technical support, so he's the Tin Dog.
Why tin?
I don't know, because K9 was made out of tin. He's a little robot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it'd be fun. I wish I was smart enough to do that. Like, I think that'd be really fun to... Like, I don't think I'm smart enough to, like, do that, though, is the thing.
Yeah. I don't feel like I would be, like... Here's the thing, I would want to be the badass with, like, the flipping, and I would have a bow and arrow, you know me. Like, I want to be doing that shit, but also I would be like, I don't want to kill anything. So, like, I would rather be the technical support, because I feel like I'd excel there more.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, so then Jet comes over, slaps both of them in the head, and he's like, stop arguing. And we go over to Elise, and he pours some, like, water or something on her, like, wounds, and they, like, burn. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry, I almost got her. She got away. Pure blood vampires are really dangerous. And he says, don't worry. Because he knows that we'll get the target. And we cut to...
Well, like, what did he pour on her, though?
I first thought it was holy water, but I don't actually know. Maybe.
Well, yeah, that's true. Like, it could be, but, like, this feels less like supernatural vampirism and more like...
Though we do know he does go to the church a lot.
He does go to the church a lot, that's a good point. Okay.
So, like, I mean, that's... maybe some sort of... It could just be alcohol trying to, like, mend a wound or whatever.
I thought that too, but then it, like, like, there was smoke coming off that shit.
It could be anything.
Like,
I don't think it's important what it is right now. I'd say holy water for vampire reasons. If not, then just alcohol.
My first thought, though, was, like, oh, maybe, like, a scratch or any sort of, like, injury from a vampire or something could maybe have the ability to turn you, and maybe that's, like, an antidote or something. I had that thought. Like, she could have been turned or some shit like that. Like, zombies, if they scratch you, you could be turned. So, like...
Interesting. I mean, that could be the case.
It's a thought. It's not, like, a hard-ass theory right now, but it's a thought. It's a maybe.
Right. But yeah, then he says there's no way that vampire will make it, as we see Maria run, and we see her get stabbed in the heart with the silver ore blade, and she falls, she poofs.
I thought you said she poops.
She poofs. She poofs.
I thought you said she poops. I was like, what? She does. I was like, she looks like they Voldemort when they die. They go, ah, and they float away. They
poof.
They turn into paper and they kind of just.
It's ash, I think. Really.
They Thanos snap away.
Yeah, exactly. They poof.
They poof.
They poof. But he takes the necklace, which also has a red jewel similar to Ramil.
I saw that the first second we saw that woman in the fucking bathroom stall, and I was like, does everybody have a necklace? Like, my first thought was, does everybody have a fucking necklace?
Now, my question is, did he take it for, like, a keepsake? It's like, yes, like, it's my kill, I get to keep the necklace or whatever. Or is it like, do these necklaces hold some sort of power?
They must, because he fucking got scratched by the painting just by touching the picture of the necklace.
Yeah.
So they
and
have
also,
power.
looking back, Poon's been, like, obsessed with that necklace, like, low-key. On Ramel.
He fucking has. Oh shit.
Like I'm thinking about it now, and literally later in this episode, like every time there's a flashback, he's like holding the necklace. He's like, I'm like, I get it, bro, me too. But like, I'm not trying to kill him for it.
I fucking hate myself. How am I not noticing any of that?
Wow. Well, yeah, you're gonna miss all the signs in this.
I'll talk about the only like I go through my thought process. I'll go through my thought process a little later because like there's other shit there. I was like, actually, this makes sense but like there's shit I miss like the fucking necklace.
Right. And then he crosses off Maria's name and circles Ramil.
Last one.
Last one on the list. Although, wouldn't the 3 he turned also be part of that lineage and family?
You would
or is it
think.
Like, how do you become a pureblood then?
I don't know.
Okay, well, that's just something to spitball and think about, because I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea.
I want to look up what's the vampire lore in Revamp, but there's a fucking graphic novel, and what if I get spoiled, you know? Like, I don't...
Yeah, there are novels, and, like, so we don't want to look into that stuff, because, like...
Yeah, imagine one of them dies, and I look it up, and it's like, so this happens when a vampire dies. Like, for instance, when Ramil dies at the end of book 7, like, who fucking knows? Like, I don't want to be spoiled or shit.
Yeah, so we won't touch on that stuff until if the series ends, if it doesn't explain it in the show. So anyway, then the next day, or not next day, back in present day, Ramil is looking at Pun's wounds, making sure he's okay, and he's like, it's fine, like, Meccan treated me, I'm fine, and he's like, yeah, but he can't heal your internal wounds. And then he hugs him.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm healing the wound in your heart.
That's so cute.
And when he's hugging him, if you look at Pun's face, you can see like there's almost like a tinge of like guilt.
Yeah, I'll bet there fucking is. Because he's like so sweet. He says, I don't drink human blood. I just want to make sure you're okay. I'm healing the wound in your heart. Like, this is the nicest fucking vampire I've ever met in my life. And this man is like now apparently on a mission to kill him. He's like, I don't want to do that actually.
Well, obviously he's not going to. I think him learning more about Ramil and learning he doesn't hurt humans, I think he's gonna try to go back and be like, we don't need to kill him. Like, he is not a threat to
He's
us.
Actually quite nice, not gonna lie to you guys. Like,
yeah. And it does make sense why they killed, like, Maria, who went and killed a human. Like, she was willing to kill a human. Kiar, if push comes to shove, you might have to, because he does kill humans, and he wants to and almost likes it in a way. So it's like, where Ramil, and from as far as we know, Methus and Meccan don't. It's like, I don't know. I'm looking at this in a whole different light now, which is weird.
If she wanted to kill me, I would have let her.
That's a you thing, friend. That's on you. But okay, killing vampires who want to kill humans, like I see that aspect.
Yeah, but I do also think that this is not just, we're ethical, we're gonna kill the things that kill humans. It's Jet being like, I'm gonna get revenge, and I'm gonna rope all of you into this cause with me.
I fully agree with that.
Yeah.
I do think that, but I think Pun learning about Ramil as a, like, that specific vampire, he's gonna be like, he's not gonna kill us. Like, we do not need to worry about this.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and how do you think Ramil's gonna feel when he finds out that the person he trusts the most?
Don't even. No, see, I'm already dreading that.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be really fucking hard.
That's gonna be real sad.
Because he literally, I'm such a fucking dumbass, because in that exact scene where I was talking Pun up, he goes, I'm telling you all this because I trust you. And I was like, exactly.
I was screaming, no, don't give him this information. I mean, he probably already knew it, because he killed Maria, but like, don't give him this information. Yeah,
no, but he probably, here's the thing. I don't think he knew everything. I mean, you could stab anyone in the heart to try and kill them. That might have not have been information, but now they know. If he passes that information on, now they know that you have to specifically stab a vampire in the heart. It can't be anywhere else, and it has to be with silver. a silver blade, especially if he's got like
Right.
full armor skin going. Like, now they know the for surefire way to do it. So we may be fucked if he tells anyone else. If he tells anyone else, I'm about to be real pissed. Because that's betrayal of the highest order.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. I'm just very stressed right now. Is my
As am I. Okay, I went through whiplash at the end of this thing.
I'm just sitting here stressed and dreading all of this because I knew it was coming too.
I didn't.
Anyway, then Pun asks, like, why am I still here? Am I just here to, give you my blood for the ritual or whatever? And she's like, no, it's more than that. And he starts leaning in, and Methus knocks on the door.
Again.
And he's like, can I come in? And this was hilarious. When Ramil like, no, go away.
No, go away. He's like, yes, come in. He comes in. Is a man interrupting something? Yes.
I love him. He like, that... Honestly,
he's so
this
funny.
has happened so many times in BLs where someone interrupts them and whatever, and they're just like, no, it's fine, come in. I think it's like the first time where someone's like, yes, you were interrupting something, please leave.
Yeah. Like,
and
get
it's
out.
so funny. Because I always think in that situation, I'd probably say the same thing and be like, yes, leave, go away. Like,
yes, go away. I am busy, as you can see.
Yes.
I'm not the only one sitting on my bed right now. That should tell you something.
Yeah. But then we have the 4 vampires in the living room. They're all talking about what happened in the previous episode. That all the people that were injured but lived are at Meccan's hospital, making sure they're okay. And Ramil thanks all of them, including Kiar, for listening to him, even though he didn't want to. And Kiar says, he's like, I still don't agree with your rule, because humans don't have a rule about not killing vampires. And Ramil says, not all humans are evil.
Exactly. Not all humans are evil. Just like how we know now that not all vampires are evil. Ramil's a sweetheart. Like, it's don't lump everyone into one thing. Learn about them first, and when you learn their shit going on, you're like, okay, well then now I know your shit. Like, it's like, judge then. Like, but also there comes the basis of, okay, just because they're killing us doesn't mean we need to kill them. Like, be the bigger person. Like,
right.
Let's rise above. What's the word? Metaphorically? I don't know. Morally. Rise above. Morally.
Yeah. And Kiara says, like, do you think Pun's that good of a person? Because what kind of good person would agree to live with a vampire?
I was like, nah, because he asked him to.
well, no, but that was another reason I was like, okay, that makes sense, knowing what I know now.
But, nah, nothing. Yeah, literally nothing.
Nothing.
Like, there are so many, like, now that I'm thinking, every time I think of a new thing, I'm like, oh, motherfucker. Like 2 fucking scenes from now, there's shit as well. And I make excuses for that too. So we're gonna talk about that when we get to it. But, like, I make excuses for everything without even realizing it. It's ridiculous.
But anyway, Ramil tells Kiara, and he's like, look, I'll keep your concern in mind, whatever. Kiara's kind of like, well, I don't have, like, he starts, like, freaking out. He's like, I'm not worried about you or anything. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not worried. Very obviously, he's super worried.
Very obviously worried, yes.
Yeah. And then Methus asks him if they will be ready to perform the ritual. And then we get a little scene in the bathroom where Pun's nose bleeds again.
Yeah, like, okay, now I'm, like, deeply curious. What the fuck is this? Because if it's not, I mean, it could still very well be, shut up. It could very well still be destiny, because it entered my fucking mind when I was watching it, you bitch. Like, I was like, I'm not gonna even say it, because I'm not letting this man get in my head.
It's too late, I'm already there.
But, like, why? Like, it could still very well be destiny, but, like, why? What is this? I'm just confused. Because he's awake now. He's not dreaming.
Well, he's had nosebleeds when he's awake before. Yeah, sometimes it was in the dreams. He would wake up with a nosebleed.
Yeah. He was kind of calling to Ramil in a way. Yeah. Like, when he was getting choked out. Yeah.
Like,
oh, and then he appears again. Yeah, appears here
too. He, like, is right behind him, and he's like, hey, are you good?
It's like he inadvertently is calling to him or some shit. I don't even know.
Yeah, that is interesting. I don't know. Though I will say, to my theory, right before this, they were about to make out in the bed. The last one stuff, but just saying.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just saying.
That's the exact thing I thought too, and I was like, I'm not saying it. I'm not fucking saying it.
He got a little excited. It's fine.
Jesus.
Anyway, then we're in a rose garden.
Yeah. Whole rose garden.
And Ramil picks a rose.
Yeah.
For Pun. And he's like, oh, how do you know I like roses? And he's like, oh, if I told you I had the powers to read minds, would you believe me?
This is their new thing, I've noticed. Would you believe me? If I did this, would you believe me? Because he says it later.
Yeah, but he doesn't really have mind reading powers, correct?
No, he doesn't. It's the smell.
Okay.
It comes from the smell.
That's what I thought. Because again, knowing what I knew, I was like, I don't think you do, friend. Because if you did,
I think it was
you'd
just
be more
the three.
wary.
Oh, you'd be I think he'd be more aware. Like, I know now.
Unless his plot twist, and he actually does have the power to read mind, and he knows Pun's a hunter, but he still trusts him.
That'd be crazy.
Because remember, the curse said your eternal love will be the one who sets you free. And so he still knows that no matter what, he's his eternal love.
Yeah.
And he's trying to trust him and show, I know you're a hunter, I know you've killed other vampires in the past, but you are my eternal love, and I hope you see the light or whatever. Like, it could be something like that.
That'd be a cool plot twist. Plot twist that, too. I'd be so invested.
Oh, yeah.
If he knew this entire fucking time.
Yeah. So then Pun is looking at the rose, and they're now up on a balcony. And he's like, I always dreamed about having a small place with a peaceful house, with flowers, watching sunset, with someone I love. And he's like, oh, is this the place you dreamed of? And he's like, oh, are you asking me to stay? And he's like, can I ask you to stay? And then we get a flashback to Pun overhearing the conversation where Kiara asked, oh, what kind of human would want to live with a vampire?
And this was another moment where I made inadvertent excuses, and we went straight into, like, I did not see any red flags here. I saw him listening, and I was just like, I heard him say that, now he's worried, now he's insecure that, like, that Ramil's, like, gonna be thinking, I don't know if this is weird, he's acting weird, or he doesn't want to, like, live with me or something like that, and he's kind of, like, looking for reassurance or something like that, be like, you want me to stay? Like, I'm not sure you do, because maybe you were quiet before, so I thought he was, like, looking for reassurance and shit, and he was feeling insecure. Nah, he listened in on them, because he's a fucking hunter.
Yeah.
I hate myself.
But then Ramil asks for his contact info, and he's like, hey, like, if you want to leave, you can, but also can I still, like, call and text you whenever I want?
He said specifically, can I hear your voice whenever I want?
Yeah.
That's so cute!
And I also, like, I think earlier we skipped over this, was when, he was hugging Pun, and he was like, I'll protect you for as long as you want me to.
Yeah.
Which I love that, where he's not like, oh, I'm gonna protect you no matter what. I will protect you for as long as you want me to.
I will be there forever. Like, instead it's like, if you want me, I'll be there. Like, if you want. No pressure. Like...
So then we're in a hunter training place with Castor shooting a guy who might be a vampire, but we never see his fangs or anything.
We don't. I'm thinking it might be, though, because of the, like, they were testing, it looked like he was talking about the bullet's effectiveness.
Right.
And so I feel like they must have been testing it on a vampire. So they have a vampire just, like, locked up. Not anymore, I think he's dead now, but still.
Yeah, because the bullets are made of sacred ore.
Sacred ore.
And because they're golden bullets that release the power of light when fired.
Ah, so, like, how sunlight kind of makes them, like, tired. They don't fear it, but it kind of does make them a little sluggish. He did say in the last episode, he said, I feel a little sick when I'm in the sun for too long. So, if it releases the power of specifically sunlight, I can see why that would slow them down a little bit. But
also, later, Ramil talks about silver, not gold, being a thing.
Exactly, and he says this in this scene too. He was like, but the final one is a silver bullet. He said that's the one that'll kill it. But I don't think they know it's through the heart, and I think they're also jumping through a lot of hoops trying to create other bullets that might work.
Yeah, because he talks about the golden one being used to, like, paralyze them or make them, like, weak temporarily. But the silver ones are what get the job
done. So I think I think after years and years of doing this, they're narrowing it down to silver as the one that'll kill it. But I don't think they know that it has to be in the heart, and I don't think they know that, I think they probably know that, like, none of the other ones will kill them, but they'll at least slow them down.
Right.
They're kind of upping their arsenal to everything. When really they just need one silver knife.
Yeah. So then Jet kind of walks off, and Elise has to chase after him. And he's like, okay, I'm going to kill them now. And she's like, you gotta chill. Like, Ramil is not like the other vampires. Like, don't rush into this. If you want more information, I can get that for you. Then we have the brother whose name I forget. Pok Yong? No, Yong.
Pok
No.
Pong.
Pok Pong. There it is. Pok Pong, he's outside the antique shop or whatever, and the sign still says closed. And he texts Pun, but there's no response.
It's kind of like, you kind of abandoned me here again? Like, where are you?
Yeah.
It's been like a week.
But then we're at his job, his work, at the store. And Mekin is there. And gets a lot of grape candies.
He loves grape. I was like, honestly, period. Grape is pretty good. I like grape.
I like a good grape every now and then.
I vibe with grape. My favorite's lychee, but I vibe with grape.
Right. And Paul makes a comment. He's like, oh, wow, you like a lot of grape things. I'll make sure next time you're here that I'll put them all out for you this time. Because I guess they were in the back or something earlier.
Yeah, he was still stocking.
And then he asks, he's like, so you're a doctor. Are you afraid of blood? But we learn a little bit later on what the deal is there.
Jesus fucking Christ. The end of this episode just made me go, what the fuck?
The last 5 minutes was like, what?
It was insane. And I was like, there were some points where I was laughing, and I'll tell you fucking why.
Okay.
We'll get there.
But yeah, and he's like, no, I'm not afraid. It's fine.
He's probably very averse after all that.
Yeah. So then he reads his name tag, Pok Pong. And he's like, Pok Pong, hold out your hand. And he's like, how do you know my name? And he's like, the name tag. I'm like, ah, yes.
It's right there.
And he gives him one of the candies. And he says, you're still a student and smoking is bad, so whenever you want to smoke, try eating this instead.
I like that he did that, because, like, as a doctor, he also, like, knows that shit. So he's like, this kid right here, I can tell he smokes, because probably
also a vampire and he can
clothes. Oh, that's a very good point. My same point, breath, clothes. Like, all smell like smoke. So he was just like, so he's like, I'm gonna do some good here. Have some candy instead.
Yeah, like add like a substitute.
Do not smoke, please. Here's some candy. I mean, to each their own, but also you're a child, so like, don't smoke. Please.
Yeah, like obviously the doctor's gonna say don't do it, because, it's bad for you and all that stuff. Then, back in the room, Kiar is kind of making fun of Mekin for being afraid of blood and being a vampire.
Bro, after all that, I fucking wouldn't. Like, I was like, Jesus, if I knew that story...
We get it now. We get it
We
now.
fucking get it now. Jesus Christ.
It all makes sense.
Damn, bro.
So then, Mekin and Kiar go in the back to get ready for the ritual. And Ramil asks Pun if he can stay and take care of him after the ritual. And they go, and we see that Pun labels a vampire emoji and a rose emoji as Ramil in his contact. And he flashes back to the rooftop balcony scene where Ramil's like, you really don't believe I can read minds? And he's like, no. And he's like, well, I know you like roses because of your scent. And he sniffs them and he's like, you smell like roses.
Here's my thing. I want to meet a vampire. Just just to be like, hey, what do I smell like? Like I don't even like just for what my base scent is, because apparently like roses is his like scent. Like everyone smells like one specific thing or something like that from what I'm getting from this. He smells like roses. I want to meet a vampire. Like, we don't even have to start up a thing. I just want to be like, hey, I'm curious. What is my scent? Like, I want to know.
I thought he smelled like roses because he's around roses and he likes roses. Like, that's why he knew he liked roses, because he smells like roses.
Maybe. I didn't think about that. I just thought it was like a base scent thing. Because, like, everything I know about vampires, they're like, oh, you smell particularly like this, or you smell like this. Maybe that's why, though. Maybe because he's around roses a lot. Maybe everyone has a base scent because of their likes and dislikes? I don't know. I'm curious.
I don't know.
Here's another idea. You know what would be cool? If everyone had a base scent that was smelled like their favorite flower. I don't like flowers, but the only flower I do like...
I don't even like the smell of flower. I don't get the whole smell of flower thing, I'll be completely honest. They don't smell like anything good to me.
They don't smell like anything, period, to me, I will say. Yeah, I'm just like, this smells like a plant. But the only flower I like at all is daisies. Like, I don't care about whether I smell like it or not, but if a vampire goes, you smell like daisies, that must be your favorite flower, and I'm like, you right. Like, because I really love daisies. Like, I fucking hate every other flower, but daisies. That's where it's at.
Right.
So if I smell like daisies, that's a vibe.
Okay. Anyway, then Ramil learns how to take pictures of Pun and spams all the pictures. Just like starts like tabbing like a fucking video game.
I'm like, bestie, that's a lot of pictures.
And he's gonna keep every single one of them.
Yeah, I know. I was like, my first thought when he first started doing it was like, oh, Bessie doesn't know how to use a button. But then like it quickly formed into, oh, he wants a lot of pictures of him, and he's gonna look through every single fucking one of them.
So then later, Methus comes to Pun's door, and he's like, hey, can you take care of Ramil? So did that mean we did the 2 other rituals with Mekin
so
and,
I guess Kiar,
Kiar?
I guess Kiar was like fine, and he did it. I did not suspect he would do that, but he did. Kiar and Mekin have done the ritual, and he is now.
Okay. So I guess he's full power now? Unless there's like a hidden 4th one?
If the name scratched off was in that lineage, I would say yes.
I know, I was gonna say, I think it was at the bottom, but...
Yeah, so, I think so. I think he's at full power now, so... I was like, kudos to actually staying in your fucking room this time, bestie.
Yeah, well, I mean, he learned his lesson.
Good, we learn our lessons.
He learned.
Character growth. He learned, he saw, he decided to change.
Yes. So he goes into Ramil's room, and we get another close-up on the necklace specifically.
Yeah, bitch, I'm such a dumbass.
Here's the thing.
Oh my god.
I didn't notice the necklace stuff until we started talking about it now, but I didn't know he was he was a little hunter.
No.
Also not a little hunter, because apparently killed a pureblood vampire that no one else could kill. So clearly he's not a little hunter. He's a
big expert. Hunter.
Yeah. He's a big hunter.
Oh dear.
Yeah, and he leans in almost to. Wait, I have a thought.
Yes.
What if he was trying to take the necklace from Ramil and show Jet, be like, "Hey, I killed him. Here's the necklace as proof," and not actually kill him?
That's a good point. But then Ramil would be like, "Where's my fucking necklace?"
And then he could explain and be like, "So, long story short, I'm actually Hunter."
What if I'm trying to figure out what the necklace does? Like, what would happen if he didn't have his necklace? Would he like dwindle?
I don't know.
I'm thinking, what if his like life force comes from that shit? Like,
but then wouldn't the other 3 have necklaces too?
Maybe it's the specific bloodline.
Maybe, but because I am thinking now that you say that, Maria didn't poof with an F until after he took the necklace off her.
Oh my god, we're figuring.
But it could have just been delayed from the stab in the heart. So like,
it could have, but like we're figuring shit out. I'm vibing with these theories.
I don't know, but
there's options.
Yeah. Anyway, then Ramil hugs him and keeps him close to him.
Yes, he does.
Then we go back to this dream, and again in the dream, it's Pun playing with the necklace.
What the fuck is going on? Like it's like, here's the thing: is this? I again go back to my question: past, present, or future, or dream, or just dream.
Yeah,
dream
it's either past, future, or just a regular dream. We don't know.
Past, future, or destiny dream. Like,
yes. Anyway, then Pun wakes up with puckered lips, leaning towards Ramil, and Ramil staring at him. And like, okay.
I was like, where are you? His eyes are open. I know they are. Like, he's watching him.
And Pun rejects, and he's like, we can't. We're not a thing. And he's like, do you want to be a thing? And he's like, let go. And he's like, I will if you give me something in return. Let me pinch your cheeks for 5 seconds. And he does. And
I thought, like, I missed the pinch your cheeks part, so I was like, so I kind of clued back in at 5 seconds, and I was like, that's generous. Like 5-second kisses for morning kisses, all right? Because I didn't hear the pinching lips, pinching cheeks. So I just figured it was the kiss. I was like, oh, okay. Like we switched fast. 5 seconds is very nice of you. And then he pinches. I was like, oh, okay, we're not kissing.
Then later, Pun plugs in his phone and sees a message from Pok Pong, and he texts back. He's like, sorry, I'm out of town. Don't worry about me. Sorry, I didn't text you. And Kiar is like, who are you texting? And he's like,
immediately, I was like, jealous bitch, back up.
Yeah, and Pun's just like, oh, it's personal. And he's like, oh, you're keeping secrets. I have a sharp sense and a keen nose. Can you smell when someone's keeping a secret? I think he was being, like, I think that was an expression. I know, but like, no, but like, can you? Because like, there have been like vampire media or you know, heightened senses media where like, you can like, whoever is smelling can be like, oh, I can smell that you're, like, stressed, or, like, you're lying. He could smell the guilt. He could. The guilt could be radiating off of him. It would be radiating off of me in that situation, bitch. So then they all join the living room, and Pun's acting, you know, kind of avoiding eye contact with Ramil. And Kiara acknowledges that. He's like, hey, why aren't you looking at our master? Did you do something wrong? And he's like, and, Ramil called him out, and he's like, what are you talking about? And he's like, oh, I saw this human texting someone.
Ooh, like, what a damning piece of evidence.
And, like, during this whole scene, I am like, he was actually texting his brother. I mean, you're not wrong, Kiara, but he was texting his brother in this instance. Like, relax.
I was such a bitch, because, like, I literally stopped and I was like, oh my god, shut your jealous ass up. He was texting his brother. He's literally so innocent. He's the most innocent person I've ever fucking seen in the show. I was like, are you joking? Like, I was like, this is just your petty ass looking for something to do. You have no evidence. We have no evidence as far as we know. And from what I've seen, he's literally all clear.
Yeah.
Ah!
Little did you know the truth.
I'm such an idiot. Oh my god.
Anyway, then he reveals, he's like, I was texting my younger brother. And he's like, I don't believe you. Maybe you were texting a hunter. And then he shows his phone and he's like, no, I was texting my brother.
Nope, I was texting my brother.
And he's like, oh. And Ramil says, like, you shouldn't accuse anyone without any proof. And he's like, fine, I'll just go find proof then.
He might.
He did.
He did?
He did.
He did? He found proof?
He did.
Oh, he did! Oh my god! Wait! I didn't even see that shit! Wait! I didn't even- Oh my god, I didn't even clock that shit! I'm such a fucking idiot! They pull it out! They fucking look at it! And I just went, I should have put my glasses on to watch this fucking show. Because I was fucking all the way over here, and I just went, those are 3 blurry figures. I'm guessing- I saw one of them was a girl, I went, the hunters.
To be fair, Kiara's thumb was purposely covering Poon's face, but you could still clearly tell who it was. Like, you could almost tell from like the little back of his hair you see with the thumb.
I need to see this. Okay, wait. Also, there's pictures behind her that it like zoomed in on. I want to see which one. Oh
no, I'm talking about that. No, I'm talking about the actual.
But the pictures it zooms on behind her, there's one missing. That's why. There's a spot where there's one missing, and so...
I think that when one of the twins take their picture, they stick it, and I think it covers, if I remember correctly, it covers the picture that Kiara took. And it covers his face again, I think.
But there is one missing.
Yeah, like he literally puts it so it cuts off Pun's face.
Oh, motherfucker.
Yeah, they literally did that intentionally. Oh, that's so good.
Let me see the fucking picture, bitches. Stop looking at each other dramatically.
Well, it was dramatic, to be fair.
Oh, you're right. It's covering his face. I didn't even see that it was covering. I just went hunters. I didn't even. It was spelled out for me.
At that point, it was, and that was.
At that point, it was, and I still did not know anything until he fucking texted him in the last clip. I went, excuse him, what? What?
Anyway, then all the other vampires leave. And it's just Ramil and Pun. And Ramil asks, and he says, can I ask you something? Can I trust you? And Pun says, I don't have to prove anything.
Oh my god, that's such a guilty-ass response!
It was a guilty-ass response. And he says, if you want to kill me, you'll need to pierce the center of my heart with a pure silver ore. But my skin is as strong as armor right now. I'm wondering if because he got all his powers back. Like
probably, yeah.
So the best weapon would be a silver knife.
And if the others learn this information, then we know he's 100% betrayed him.
Yeah. And he says, like, well, why are you telling me this? He says, because I want you to know that I trust you.
I hope he feels so guilty right now, bro.
Oh, he does. I can tell by the look on his face, he's like, I am such a shitty person.
I'm an asshole. This man is so nice.
Ramil says, my life is in your hands now.
Oh, you. Ugh.
Yeah, Pun looks so guilty.
As you should.
As he should be, and he is. It's fine.
As he should be.
Then we got Methus looking at a Moonstruck painting when Elise comes over. And she's like, hey, do you want to, contribute any more to our exhibit? And he's like, after what happened last time, I think I'm done here. That means we don't need to do business anymore. And as he starts walking away, she asks, can I talk to you about those guys I sent you 2 days ago?
What a fucking idiot. She's a fucking idiot. She's a literal idiot. Here's my thing. She's an idiot. I was
It's
in love
funny.
with her last episode, and now she's an idiot.
I know, last episode we were so high on her, and now we're kind of like... Because I'm like, what's the point of revealing this now?
Even if Methus was sus on you because of, like, your questioning about the painting and being like, come on, come back to the gallery, even though he gave you nothing but trouble, was, like, sus and weird. Even if that was sus and weird and he was starting to suss you out, you still shouldn't have gone all in with your marbles and gone, well, he must know. So, I'm the hunter.
And
like,
then she leaves and leads them to their base.
Without even, like, checking if anyone's following her after giving up all the info about her being a hunter. Like, he now knows you're a hunter, easily follows you without you double checking if anyone's fucking following you. Oh my god. Oh my god. What an idiot. What a fucking idiot.
She is a little dumb, I guess. I don't know what happened.
I was like, girl, what are we doing? What are we doing?
She was so cool last episode, and we were like,
she
obsessed.
was. I had such high hopes. I had such high hopes.
You know what? I don't know. Maybe she has a bigger plan. I mean, she survived. You know what? Maybe she's... I don't know.
Guess we'll fucking see.
I don't know. Anyway, then, Pun shows Ramel that he finished a painting. And he asks, and he's like, oh, can you make me another painting? And he's like, I don't have any more canvases. And he's like, oh, you can just use your notebook. So that way I get to keep you around.
He loves him so much.
So then we got the twins playing darts with pictures of the vampires on the dartboards. The only ones we see are Ramil in the center one, which the guy hits, and the other one is Methus.
Okay.
I don't think we see the other one, but we know they know who they are because they hunted them down earlier.
Yeah, exactly. They know.
And so they take a picture, and they cover it right over the picture that we get later, but it's right over Pun's face once again.
I didn't even see him do that because I was talking shit about hunters.
I'll be honest, I didn't pay attention to this either. But looking back, I'm like, wow, they literally did that.
He was doing it over here while I was like, oh my god, I don't like people that hunt people. Oh my god, I don't like people that hunt, period. Like, we don't vibe. And he's over here, like, putting up a picture that covers Pun's face. I could have sussed something was there that I should have looked at.
Yeah, so then Elise goes and finds out where Jet is, or where she thinks he is, but he's not in the office, so she calls him, and he's back at church.
Back at church.
And she says the hunters we sent, they didn't kill them. They didn't kill our family.
I wanted him to be like, how do you know? And her to be like, well, I gave up pretty much everything to find out if they're alive or not, which is like the stupidest trade ever.
But do we think this is her turning a corner on vampires, knowing that they didn't kill the 2 people they sent?
Maybe.
Because the fact that she's now telling him, she's like, yeah, they didn't kill them.
Yeah, like, they're not dead, which is new for us. Like, usually they're just, like, immediately dead. Also, but will she turn right on back when they've now attacked their base and killed a bunch of people?
Well, okay. Yeah, that's where it kind of rings about. Like, I get. Hang on. Kiar, he wants to kill humans. He's fine with it. He loves doing it. So, like, if they want to kill him, I could see why they would.
Yes. God, Kiar's the one who did it. Kill Kiar, it's fine.
Well, I mean, I such a like Kiar because I'm kind of curious, like, where his story goes, to be honest. Like, if you're gonna kill him at the end, please, because I do want to see his character is really fun.
Yeah, whatever.
But Ramil has done nothing wrong.
Literally nothing wrong. He's just chilling. He's a vegetarian.
Oh, I have a theory. Okay.
No, see, because I have a tiny theory, and I'm kind of scared.
I'm writing it down and saving it for later.
I have a theory. I've had a theory this whole entire podcast episode that we have been talking through. But I was waiting until the end to say it. However, I know it won't involve Ramil because of timing and age and things like that. So.
Okay.
I'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it at the end then, because I have one too.
Okay.
Anyway, then Kiar shows up with all his flocks of birds and attacks everyone. And Jet hears that and he's like, oh shit, he starts leaving, but spots a young boy there for a split second, and then he's gone.
what is happening there? Like,
I am now convinced this was his younger brother who was killed by vampires.
I think so. Yeah, it was definitely someone who's good. But then we see him talking to his father, who's like,
I don't know what the fuck that was.
Neither do I.
We also don't see his face, I don't think. Do we?
No, we don't.
Okay, that's weird.
That is weird, because we wouldn't know who he was. We haven't
seen any, like, older men yet. So, like, unless we are gonna later or something, I don't know.
And he seems to have been in this, like, ill or injured state this whole time, I'm assuming. So, like, we wouldn't have seen him. So why didn't we see his face?
We'll get there. We'll get there. I'm very confused about that part.
I kind of have another theory. Maybe. Maybe not. Never mind.
Okay, so then Elise shows up, sees everything happen, and we get cut to the picture board, and the one they covered the picture on is now gone.
That's what I'm saying. There was a spot. There was an empty spot.
But I didn't even realize that until, like, later when he holds the picture. I was like, what? I was like, oh no.
I'm dumb. I'm so dumb.
Anyway, then in the bedroom, Pun is drawing Ramil, or trying to, and Ramil explains why each of them kind of hate humans, and he explains that Meccan was once a, like, king and a head soldier. He was a prince and an army leader.
No, that's Methus.
Methus, that's what I said.
You said Meccan.
Methus was a prince and an army leader.
Yes, betrayed by.
But in his final days of being human, he was betrayed by his closest soldier.
Okay.
So Ramil gave him a second chance at life, and that's why he stays so loyal to him. Anyway, Kiar, he was a slave who was lured to be killed because, I guess back in the day, people believed that bathing in innocent children's blood preserved their youth.
Christ.
Which makes sense why he's gone home on killing humans. Honestly,
yeah. He's traumatized. Fair.
Fair. Since then, he has loved and followed my lead, is what Ramil says.
Yeah.
Which we know.
We know. We're well aware.
We are very aware of that. And Pun asks, he's like, well, what about Meccan? And Ramil says, Meccan was a combat medic and was shot while saving a fellow soldier. His wound became infected, causing excruciating pain, and he tried to travel home to say goodbye to his family. And so Ramil helped him with that. However, he did not know how to control his instincts, so he ended up slaughtering his whole family.
I was shooketh. I was like, just frozen at my screen, like, what?
This makes so much sense, not only why he has issue with blood, but why he's a doctor too.
Yeah, fair, honestly. Because, like, it makes sense that he's a doctor, because he was a combat medic, he knows medicine, but also, like, he's like, oh my god, I just killed everyone that I ever loved, I'm never doing that again. Like, I would be traumatized and distance myself from blood too, if that happened. Like, I would be like, no thank you.
Yeah.
Not doing that anymore.
Yeah. So was that the funny part? What was the funny part you said?
Oh no, the funny part's what happened next, when Ramil goes, but you want to know who the most fucking pitiful is? Me, if you leave me.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, okay, that was funny.
I was losing my shit.
I thought he was gonna say the pitiful one was me, because I fell in love with a hunter. And he was gonna reveal that to him, and because he knew.
That would have been interesting, however, I lost my mind laughing, because I was like, you went from, like, the smallest to the biggest trauma, like, in the most ramp-up kind of fashion, to I slaughtered my whole family, and then went, but if you leave me, I'll be sad.
He's a romantic, you know what?
I fucking died. I was like, bestie, no, you're not. You're not the most pitiful one. I think it's Meccan, okay?
I mean, fair, but, like, also, he is a romantic.
I was losing my shit. It was so funny. No, I was like, that is not, no, bestie, no. That is not what we're doing.
I mean, he might become the most pitiful one later, because he did fall in love with Hunter.
He did, but that's still not the most pitiful. I think slaughtering your whole family without realizing it is probably the most pitiful.
I don't know, fall in love with someone who's trying to actively kill you, and your whole kind, also kind of sucks too.
Okay, should we test it? Like, who has the more traumatizing background? I'm fucking being sarcastic. Like,
oh my god, I was like, I could put up a poll, but I don't know what else you want from me.
here's what I think is like if it were testable, I feel like the worst one would be very obvious.
I mean, we are talking about Kiara here, right?
No, I was talking about Mekin.
I call bullshit. I think. Hang on. I think people literally trying to bathe in innocent children's blood.
Understandable that that's horrible.
Like, I think that's pretty fucked.
It's horrible, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Kiara has the opportunity to heal from that trauma. I don't think you can ever come back from I slaughtered my whole family in a bloodthirsty rage when I wasn't myself because I didn't know how to control it. As I said, shark smells blood. He wakes up, sees that what he's done. I don't think you're ever coming back from that. I think that's gonna, like, permanently damage you. Like, I think that, like, Kiara was going through something that happens in one moment, and while I mean, like, a moment can last a fucking long-ass time, like, in your mind, you can remember that shit, but if he goes to a therapist, I feel like we could work through some shit. It's been 100 years. I think there's an opportunity there. Obviously, he's damaged, but there's an opportunity there. I don't think I'd ever be able to come back from slaughtering my entire family.
Okay, if you look at it like that, I could see Kiara not being the most trauma one or whatever, but I still think it would be Ramil for the purpose of you are falling in love with a hunter who is pretty much here to kill you. Also, the fact that seeing how this show plays out, if one of the other vampires, even not Ramil, Kiara, Mekin, or Methys, die because Ramil was the one who trusted Poon, and he was the one who let him in, and it would be like almost he killed him himself, I don't think he would ever come back from that. Because it would be his fault, and he trusted him.
Guys, what's worse? Falling in love with
we're talking about poll. Who has the worst backstory?
I feel like it's got to be pretty unanimous. I feel like I know which one is worse.
You know, I don't know.
It's pretty fucking bad. That was the one where I was shook for like a good minute. I was not moving.
But also, Mekin became a better person because of that, and Kiara didn't.
Kiara didn't. Yeah, well, yeah, people react to
I think it's also to play a part where, like, yeah, Mekin had to go through that, and it sucked and horrible, but he has become a better person because of that. Kiara became a worse person because of that. So you could also argue that, too, on how they change over time, and... It's
definitely... People react to it in different ways. Trauma can shape you, and, like, it shapes people very differently.
Anyway, but before that, we do see that, Kiara has the picture, but still covering Poon's face. Like, it's not obvious enough already. Emma?
I didn't see.
Yeah, because Mekin asked, oh, did we have, proof, and Ramil shows it, or Poon shows it. No, Kiara showed it to them. And now, all three other vampires know that Poon is a hunter.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. And Kiara's probably like, bitch, I was right.
Oh, he is gonna revel in this.
He's gonna be like, my nose is never wrong.
And then Poon asks Ramil, he's like, why do you want me here so much? And he's like, if I tell you, will you stay? Or will you believe me? And he says, give it a try and then I'll decide. And he kisses him with a single tear falling down his face.
Honestly, with everything that happens so far in this episode that we're talking about, it's kind of alluding to me more that Ramil might know. He could be kissing him and crying because he's like, you're a hunter, and this is breaking my heart.
That's what I'm saying. He's most pitiful. He fell in love with Hunter.
Bro, he could know. Okay, this is a little damning as well because he's kissing him like that. Okay. And
also, this broke my fucking heart because, again, I knew what was going on, and I'm like, I love and hate this at the same time. And the tear, and then Poon wipes away the tear, and I'm like, why? You are doing bad.
I can't believe we went into a fucking show about vampires and hunters, and my brain did not go, well, it's probably going to be Romeo and Juliet, one of them's a hunter. Like, I didn't even think about it. I didn't even think it, like, at all.
Okay,
like,
first off, a vampire and hunter and Romeo and Juliet are not the same thing whatsoever.
No, they're fucking not, but you know what I mean, like, two sides of, like, places that hate each other. Like, that kind of situation. Like, that's what, Romeo and Juliet is not the exact story, it's the vibe.
I was gonna say, because, like, but they never were against each other. They were like, oh, love at first sight, let's...
No, but, like, they're from two sides that are against each other. It's all, Romeo and Juliet was always about, like, two sides, two different families who hate each other, and two kids from that, like Bad Buddy, like two kids from those families.
Yeah, Bad Buddy was more Romeo and Juliet. Honestly,
this
it
is
could
more
have been
supernatural,
Romeo and Juliet because
but
it's a vampire and human.
No, that wouldn't be that, because humans don't really know about vampires being real. Hunters do. They definitely hate each other. That's Romeo and Juliet. It's two sides that definitely hate each other. Two people from those sides falling in love. That's Romeo and Juliet. I don't know why I did not fucking think that going into this. Having just rewatched someone watch Bad Buddy too, I went into this fucking show going, well, he ain't a hunter. Like, I don't know why. Like, it didn't click at all.
You know what's funny? There were like promotional images I saw, and there were two specific ones. There was one with Ramil and all the other vampires, and then there was everyone else. And my mind went, oh, it's one for vampires, one for humans. Because also Pun's brother was in there too. So I was just like, oh, it's just humans. Fair. But now looking back on it, I'm like, I think it was more vampires than hunters.
Fuck. And it also makes sense now why Pun is trying to distance his brother from him, because he's like, my life is fucking dangerous. I kill vampires for a living. I don't want you to die. Like, no. Like, go to America or some shit, or wherever, abroad.
And when Jet came to him and said, hey, there's one more mission. One more issue I have. It wasn't about the painting at all.
I literally thought it was about the painting. I literally was like,
I think we all thought it was about the painting at first, but
I was sitting here, he sounded so like desperate about it, like one more, I promise. And I was like, dang, it's just a painting, bro.
Maybe
like I remember that. I was like,
maybe,
it's just a painting.
Maybe Pun doesn't want to do this anymore. He's retired, but Jet's calling him back for one more. And he's like, fine,
I remember watching that fucking episode, and I remember saying shit in my reaction, like, I didn't know, like, I mean, it's money, and it's also good money, so I feel like, why wouldn't you do more, like jobs for, like, a high-end, like, art place if you're gonna be, like, getting money from it? Like, I don't understand why you wouldn't want to, but okay. I'm fucking dumb. I'm fucking dumb.
We're all dumb, it's fine. Anyway, then the end credit scene is when Jet texts Pun, it's time for you to deal with the target, Pun.
Which is when I lost my shit. I had to rewind and check that it was correct. I was like, I was not believing my eyes for half a moment. I was like, wait, what? Whoa, back the fuck up. What did it say? Yeah.
So then Jet goes visits the nun at a church, and she's like, it's late, why are you back here? And she takes him to see his father. His father, apparently, yeah. And we don't see his face. But we see his hands, and it's very old.
And he says, I promise I'll, like, kill them all.
By the time you wake up, I'll have annihilated all those vampires. Especially the filthy Juno bloodline.
What happened to this man?
Anyway, what was your theory? You got a theory?
Oh, yeah. I think that vampires killed Poon's parents. That's why he's a hunter.
That would make sense.
That would make sense. That would 100% make sense. Why would he get into the hunter trade out of, like, fucking, like, why else? Like, honestly, I'm trying to, like, honestly, he could have been roped into it with everyone else, but he seems like someone who likes to keep to himself. So, like, he probably seems like that now, but before he could have been fine. He could have been like, let's make friends. He could have been very outgoing, and then his parents died. He realized why his parents died, and then Jet could have fucking walked up and, like, been like, oh, yeah, you see that? A vampire killed your parents. You want to help me? You want to help me do shit?
Right.
Like, he could have manipulated him into it because he knows his parents was killed by vampires. So, and that's why he probably has more empathy than others. He didn't start this shit. He was kind of roped into it because of his grief, I would think. So he probably is a person with more empathy than let's say Jet, for example.
Right.
But was grieving, and this is where it went. So okay. That's my guess.
My theory.
Yeah.
So it wasn't until the end where I'm like, wait, I think I'm putting pieces together, maybe. Okay. We'll see. What if the necklaces heal? Like, they can heal sick people, like Jet's dad, and make him wake up. Or, if Pun, the nosebleed with Pun, if he does have, like, a medical condition that's, like, killing him, he needs the necklace to heal him. And cure him of that as well.
We're putting this all on, like, supernatural fucking abilities, giving him nosebleeds. He could just be sick.
Well, that's why I was saying. I was like, it's either he's horny, or he's sick and dying.
I was thinking it was all magical. Like, I'm not sure about the necklace and healing, but and like that's why they're collecting them.
And that's why they took it from Maria before she died as well. Like, either the necklace, once it's gone, it kills you and you poof, or it's like a healing thing, and that's why Jet says, once I annihilate all the vampires, and get all their necklaces, you will wake up.
I
You will
feel
be
like
woken up.
I feel like the former is more likely, where it's like more for the vampires than it is for like it's healing for the vampires at the very least, or like keeps them okay, and then when you take it off they go poof or something like that. I feel like it's more the former. However, I am with you on the possibility that Pun is sick, and that's leading me to another theory. What if by the end of it he's like, I'm dying, I've not got much time left, and then Ramil's like, you could have much time left. Wink, wink.
Well, here's the thing. That's honestly the only way we get a happy ending in this is if Ramil turns Pun. Because otherwise, Ramil watches Pun grow old and die.
Here's the thing. I feel like that happens sometimes. Like, we get an open ending where they're together, but no one is, like, he doesn't turn him, but they're together. And then we have this little thought in the back of our minds after the show ends of, like, what happens when they grow old and die? I feel like that could be a way we go with that. But also, I don't know. I kind of vibe with the he's sick and needs him to turn him by the end of it. But also, he could be like, nope, don't want that. Like, he could be like, I don't want to be a vampire. I trust you, but like vampires killed my parents, and I don't want to be someone who kills someone. So like, I don't know, bro. It could go a lot of different ways. Actually, we're having a lot of theories here.
I mean, I had a thought. What was my thought?
Oh fuck.
It was something with Ramil and Pun, I think. Turning.
I wouldn't be shocked. Like, it's about them. So.
No, I know, but if it was something specific with them, I think, or maybe the brother has something to do with it. What were we talking about? We were talking about like turning and stuff. What?
Yeah, we were talking about turning, because he was sick, and he was like, actually, I don't want to turn because vampires killed my parents, and then.
Here it was. Okay, it was. What if he does turn him? Because Lilith said your eternal love will set you free.
Eternal. That's a good point. Eternal.
I'm pretty sure she said something like that. So I think
she did.
I do think he will turn him because that way they'll.
That's a good point. He said eternal. Okay, I didn't think about that. All right, I'll keep on that then.
Okay, well, that's that. Did you? So we got more characters now. We got Paul and Castor.
Yes, I added them to the tier list. So if you want to, have you put them in there yet?
I did. Yeah, they're. Oh, okay. Hello. My tier list is not here.
Have you moved anyone around that you want to move around?
Not much change, I'll be completely honest with you.
Let's just talk about what changed. What changed for you? And where do the new ones rank?
So, Elise went down to the bottom of B, because I was like, that's kind of dumb. Unless she is really starting to change her mind on vampires, then that's a different story. Then I put the twins. I think I put the guy in the chair above the other one. Just because they were a fun duo. And then at top of B is Jet. He kind of just stayed there, really. Nothing new changed with him. But I'm more intrigued by what the hell he's doing.
Yeah.
And then A stayed the same. It's still Pok Pong at the bottom and Kiara at the top. And S also stayed the same with Mecha at the bottom, Methus, Pun, and Ramil. Nothing really changed. Because as much of the hate I hate that Pun's doing all this to Ramil, it's so interesting as a story where I feel like I'm not going to move him down for that. Like, this was a plot twist that I did not see coming until this episode.
I've been deceived, so a lot of things changed.
Yes.
So I'm utilizing the D tier now. I was only A through or S through C, but now I've utilized the D tier, and at the bottom is still Jet. Jet's still at the bottom of everything. But above him is Elise, because I was like, you are fucking dumb. Like, I'm really mad at her. I'm really mad at her for being dumb. Like, I was like, girl, what are you doing? I thought you were supposed to be this really good
Unless
hunter.
she's changing her ways. That's my only hope for her, which is why she's still in B and not down to C, is like, you could be changing your ways, so I'm going to keep you...
Which is great. If she changes her ways, that's great. That's why we're doing this per episode. If she changes her ways, I'll move her up. But, like, right now, that was a dumbass decision, and she's in D. For the twins, I've put Castor in C and Paul in B, because like Castor seems a little like crazy, and bullet happy. He like shoots all the bullets, and meanwhile Paul's like, could you stop wasting those? Like, I worked on those so hard, and I vibe with that, so I put him a B. But he's not at the bottom of B. At the bottom of B is still Kiara. I was gonna put him at the top of B. I was gonna switch him back around, but I was like, kept switching them back and forth because, like, Kiara, kept saying that shit to Pun. But he was right. Like, I was like going back and forth.
That's the thing. You can't fault him if he was right at the end of the day.
he was right at the end of the day, but also he's kind of still acting like a little bitch about it. And there was another reason, and I can't remember what it is. We were talking about something, and then I was like, and then moved him down. So I don't fucking remember what or why that is, but I did. I moved him down. But he's still in B. He has the opportunity to go up.
Fair.
Everyone does, but. And the other change I made was I moved Pun to A. He's at the bottom of A. So he ain't an S anymore. It's not. It is interesting. I will say this plot twist threw me for a fucking loop. And it is very exciting to be deceived sometimes because I love being shocked and surprised. Like
Exactly, yeah.
I vibe with that, but as a character, that's really shitty of you. like
Right.
story wise, cool. Character wise, what the fuck, man? Like Ramil is so happy and like loves you so fucking much. He might know. We've been talking about that, but.
Yes.
But like, bro, like, how could you do this to me? So he's at the bottom of A because while interesting, I was like, bruh. But he also looks like he is feeling hella guilty about it and doesn't want to do it. Yeah.
I still think he's trying to take the necklace off Ramil to show the Jet, be like, there, it's done. Leave him alone now.
But if he takes it off him, does he poof?
That's what we don't know. I don't think so, because there are other vampires who don't have that necklace either. Like, none of the other three do.
Yeah, I think that's probably not it, but it's something. But yeah, that's the only one I moved around because like if he didn't feel guilty about it, or if I didn't see as much guilt before we found out, then I would have moved him way further down. Or if he told him, I would have kept him in S. But he was looking like he was guilty and like he didn't want to do it, so I want to see him not do it and like tell him and be like, okay, I'm done with this shit, and then I'll move him back up. I'm sure he'll move back up. I'm sure he will.
I don't think he's gonna kill Ramil or anything.
Nah, there's no fight. That would be the highest form of betrayal, and I would cry.
That I would cry too.
I think you would cry. You never fucking cry. I think you'd cry.
if our first sad, not happy ending BL is with Boon Prem, that will like wreck me forever. Like that would
be like, Boon, what the fuck? Boon, why?
That is the one I will be the one who suffers the most.
Yes.
Like it won't be any of the other vamp. It will be me. It will be me if that happens.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So far, I will say we're 3 episodes into this, and it's shaping up to be like it's already, not even shaping up to be. It's better than It's better than I was about to say. Everything is better than the show that's not in him. It's better than the next Prince.
It is, because honestly, they are. We're not seeing it, but we are learning about every character's backstory.
Yeah,
like
episode by episode, we're learning more lore
right now. That we have
yeah.
every character. The only one who doesn't really is Pok Pong, but that's only because he's not, I don't think, supposed to right now. He's just a clueless brother.
But when he knows it, but there's going to be importance there. So, like, there's, like, every character feels like they have a shit going on with them. Like, they have a character to them. Like, while some people, like, just aren't written into the thing at all, or feel like they aren't cared about in some other shows. Like The Next Prince. So, like, it feels like every character has a story here that is important, and I love that.
I agree. And did you know? I found this out this week. Did you know that Revamp is only 10 episodes?
Fuck off! Really? That's short.
So yeah, because during the week, I know sometimes they do like behind the scenes in between episodes. So I was like, let's see if they have anything like that. There wasn't, but it said 2 out of 10.
Okay,
and I was like, so that's weird.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. So I went to the handy dandy my drama list. Yeah. And I checked there, and it also said 10 episodes.
Oh my god. That makes sense as to why they're moving fast then.
Yeah, they're really like, we already got the mole reveal.
Yeah.
We didn't even know there was a mole.
We didn't even know there was a mole. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, so that's also something to keep in mind too. Whether that helps the show or not, I don't know. It depends on how it ends, obviously. But like, maybe it would have needed more episodes. Maybe it was too many. We won't know till the end. But right now, I feel like they're going at a really solid pace.
Yeah.
Where I'll be content with how things go so far.
Yeah, because like with Kidnap, we were saying so much that if this character had a couple more episodes, or if the season was longer, because then they could have grown. But that's what I meant. Sorry. The Next Prince. Like if we were saying with a few characters in there that if the show was a few episodes longer and focused on some of these characters a little more, then it would have been fine. It would have been perfect. It would have been near perfect. But
Right.
they didn't. And so, like, what's interesting is that this is shorter, and already everyone still feels super important and like they have a game to play in this whole thing.
Yeah.
This is a masterclass here. Boone is fucking good.
I know. I think it also shows that, like, just because an episode is like, or a show is so many episodes, doesn't mean it needed to be that long.
True.
And I think this so far, at the pace we're going at now,
Yeah.
could change by the end, who knows. But I do think that right now, the story is really rearing up. We're about to hit the halfway point in a few episodes, and then who knows what's going to happen. I do think it's being written really well, and I think story-wise, and it doesn't need to be 12 episodes, doesn't need to be 14. If 10 is the way it needs to be set to tell a good, condensed story, so be it.
You know, it's quantity over quality.
Yes.
Quality over quantity. That's
quality over quantity, yeah.
Other way around. Quality over quantity. That's what this is. Yes, I like it. It's going really well.
Yeah, so, I mean, we'll obviously be here every week to see how it goes.
Absolutely.
Yes, so, speaking of, that's our recap of Revamp The Undead Story, Episode 3.
Damn.
Join us next week where we will be recapping Revamp The Undead Story, Episode 4.
Oh, now I'm hella invested. This is crazy.
This was like, this episode was so good.
Whiplash.
So, we will see you all next week.
See you then.
Bye, everyone.